Hi third graders, and welcome to our video for today. This is Wednesday, November 18th, and then I will see you for our virtual class on Thursday, and then it will be Thanksgiving break. So I hope you're excited about that. And today we are going to be doing exercise 5 on your page 10 of your worksheet. So I need for you to hit pause and go get your page 10. Remember, in class, I gave out some additional pages to some of you. For some of you, it's on the back, and for a couple of you, there were two sheets stapled together. So make sure you have the page 10 and that you have a nice sharp pencil ready to go. And I have a little surprise at the end. I will be revealing another code word, and then there'll be a little video that you can watch about pronouns at the end of the of our PowerPoint. And I think that's it. So I think we're ready to get started here. So let's take a look at what we are doing today. So if you look at page 10, exercise 5, this is where we can kind of pick apart one sentence part at a time. And so just a reminder of what the parts of the sentences are that we've looked at so far. We have adjectives, and remember those hang out with nouns, so they describe nouns. We have adverbs, and those work with verbs and hang out with verbs. So they tell us how something is doing or when, and sometimes why. Then we have nouns, and we know that those are person, place, or thing. We also have prepositions, which a couple of you have said your preposition jingle. So if we get a lot more of you learning that preposition jingle over Thanksgiving, we're going to have that pizza party. So remember, prepositions join words to a sentence, and they often tell us where something is, like over the clouds or under the bed. And refer to your preposition jingle list if you need help with those. Then we have verbs, and those are the action words. And finally, we have pronouns, and those replace a noun. So words like my, I, hers, she, it, him. And at the very end of this PowerPoint, there will be a video that you could click on. And if you have any trouble with it, I'll also have it up on Sycamore for you to take a look at. But it just explains, it's pretty short, and explains pronouns a little bit more. We've talked about them in class, especially when we talk about possessive pronoun adjectives. But in case you're still a little fuzzy on those, you can listen to the little cartoon video. Okay, so now we're going to look at each sentence individually, and we're going to start with adjectives. And we know that adjectives are the words that hang out with nouns. But first, we have to label the subject, noun, and verb in each sentence that we're doing. So we're going to do that first for review, and then we will look for the part of speech that they want us to find. So our sentence is, a strong wind was blowing yesterday. And so we want to ask the questions, what was blowing, and the wind was blowing. So subject noun will go over wind. Then we want to know, what did the wind do? It was blowing. So we have verb. And don't forget that helping verb, over was. So let's take a look at that. Here we have subject noun, helping verb, and verb. But now we can ask the adjective question. What kind of wind was blowing? It was a strong wind, so put an underline mark under strong. And that's what we'll be doing in all of these sentences. We'll be marking, or we'll be labeling them, and then we'll be underlining what they want us to underline. So let's move to the next one, which is adverbs. And in adverbs, we have the sentence, we walked slowly to school today. So we're going to ask our normal questions. Who walked to school? We, subject noun. What did we do? We walked. And verb. So let's see what that looks like. So there, I've labeled it for you. But now we ask the adverb question. Well, how did we walk? Or when did we walk to school? And we find out that slowly is the answer to that question. tells about how. Now I'm going to give you a little hint here. Most ly words are adverbs. Think about in our IEW writing, we're going to be learning about ly adverbs as a dress-up, and it's coming soon, and so you're going to see these again. So just remember, almost all the time if you have an ly word, it is an adverb. So I have underlined slowly because it tells us how, and it is sitting right beside the verb. It doesn't have to be, but it is sitting right beside the verb. Okay, our next one is nouns. So we're going to be looking for all the nouns at the end of this. But our sentence is Bob went to the library after school. So we ask our questions. Who went to school? Bob. What did Bob do? Went. And so we have our, oops, I should have put verb there, but he went, so I should have put that we have a verb over here, but you guys are smart enough to pick that up. And here is our subject, noun, and verb. Now we want to look for all the nouns. We want to look for persons, places, and things. So Bob is a person, library is a place, and school is a place. So all of those are going to be underlined. So go make sure that you have them all underlined. All right, our next one is prepositions. And we all love prepositions. It's my favorite part of the sentence, and I love when we get to those parts in the sentence that we can scream it out loud. So in this one, we have, we swim in the pool at the park. And so I've already given you the answers. I should have kept the subject, noun, and verb till the next one, but we want to ask who swims, and it would be we. So that's your subject to noun. So I've already marked it up here. And then what do? Well, we swim. And so that's our verb. All right, now let's try to find all those prepositions. So here I've got our subject, noun, and verb. But we want to look for connecting words, words from our preposition jingles. So we should discover, if you're looking at that jingle, that the words in and at are both on there. And so in the pool is a prepositional phrase. At the park is a prepositional phrase. So we would put parentheses around those, but we're not going to today. But just underline those two words for right now. All right, the next one is verbs. We all know verbs pretty well, just like subject nouns. We know those pretty well too. And so our sentence is, they are walking to the store. Well, we want to ask the question, who is walking? They. That's the subject noun. What are they doing? Walking. That's our verb. And so we would mark those, but don't forget the helping verb. Looking for my cursor there. The helping verb are. That's also going to get a mark. So here we go. Subject, noun, helping verb, and verb. Now we want to underline the helping verb and verb because that's what we're looking at in this section. So you also want to put an underline here and an underline here. We know verbs really well, so we don't really need to spend a whole lot of time on them. All right, and then pronouns is going to be our very last one. And we know that pronouns are taking the place of our nouns, which is person, place, or thing. And so we want to look for those in just a second. But first we want to ask our questions. And so the sentence is, I visited with my family during the holidays. Well, who visited? I is subject to noun. What did I do? Visited, and a verb. So we would put subject, noun, and verb right there. And we put the underlines. We want to look for the words that replace nouns. So we want to look for words like I and my and he and she and it and they. And so the words that we find here are I and my. So I, subject, noun. You can write subject pronoun, but I don't know that I've shown you that yet, but you can put subject P in if you want. And then my is the other one. Okay, let's take a look at our video, and then I will comment at the end and give you your clue word.
Pronouns. Let us see what Nikki is up to. Nikki is making a word wall with short words. She has made the word wall with words I, it, you, they, we, she, he. These words are called pronouns. Pronouns take the place of a noun. He, she, and we are used for people. For example, he is my father. My father is tall. She is my mother. My mother is beautiful. It is used for animals and things. For example, it is my pet. My pet is a dog. I, you, he, and she are used for one person. It is used for one animal or thing. We is used for more than one person. They is used for more than one person, animal, or thing. For example, they are my grandparents. My grandparents are old. We all love Ricky. Ricky and I are friends.
Okay, there we are at the end of our video. So I hope that helps you to understand pronouns just a little bit better. I hope you have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. And the next clue word for our clue finding mission is cookie. So I've already presented some of the others to you, and our new clue word is cookie. So I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I will actually see you guys tomorrow, so I'll get to see you one more time before we head out on Thanksgiving break. So I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you in about 2 weeks. And you guys have a lovely day. Bye.